Hi! Oh my God, it is so great to see you guys and be able to talk to somebody without wearing a mask. Welcome to Mad in the Kitchen with me, Madeline Smithberg. Anyway, today on Mad in the Kitchen, I have something really exciting planned for us. We're going to be making pork tenderloin medallions, which are really just slices, with parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. We've got all of them. I can't sing it because it's copyright infringement, but we're using all of them. We're not going to Scarborough Fair. We're going to make a sauce with pears, bourbon, and honey. And somewhere in there, we're throwing a shallot, some garlic, and we're finishing it with chopped parsley, just really so we can have the song work. Then we're going to make a very simple side, which is spinach with lemon, olive oil, and salt. It's really delicious. It takes literally 1 minute in the microwave. So let's get working. So what I'm going to do is show you how to prepare your pork tenderloin. Now, if you're a non-pork eater, you can use beef. You could use boneless, skinless chicken breast. If you're completely vegetarian, I was thinking you could substitute butternut squash. There's no reason why you can't. It would be delicious with the pear sauce. But we're using pork because you know what? I love it. And not because it's the other white meat. So here is my beautiful little adorable pork tenderloin. And what we're going to do is we're cutting off this white part as much as you can. Don't stress it. Don't be anal. I believe that, you know, eating meat comes with a certain responsibility to chew really hard. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our pork tenderloin and we are going to slice it. We are going to make medallions. You can wear this around your neck. You're just going to cut. It's about 3/4 of an inch and you're making beautiful little circles. Oh my God, I want to eat it already, just like it is. But I'm not going to. So I'm putting this into my marinating dish. So into my little baby food processor, but I could use a knife. It doesn't matter. I have put 1 shallot, 4 cloves of garlic, 3 slices of pear, rosemary, sage, thyme, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And that is my marinade. And I'm just gonna grind it. And then I am going to rub it all over my pork medallions. They're like medals of honor, but they're pork. So I'm just gonna let that stay. Probably, I'm gonna slather it around. I would say anywhere from 20 minutes to overnight. The longer you let it sit, the more marinated and delicious it becomes. This is a very exciting moment, and you know why? I get to use my tongs. We're gonna take our tongs and we're gonna take our marinated pork medallions and we're going to put them on a really hot grill pan. You can use any frying pan. You can do this on an actual grill. You could do this in the oven, under a broiler. I like a grill pan because I like the lines. I think the lines are really cool. A little bit cliche, but super cool. So I'm just loading my meat onto my grill with my tongs. And then I'm going to make my sauce with pears and bourbon and honey. Oh my God, you're not going to want to miss this. So those are on now. And I'm thinking 3 minutes aside. The deal with pork is you got to let it cook. You just got to let it cook. But that's not a problem. We've got time. Nothing but. So my pork tenderloin medallions are sizzling away, and now I'm going to cut up my pear. I don't want it too fine, but I don't want it too coarse. It's like a Three Bears type of a situation with my pear. But I think I found a really good happy medium. There it is, getting ready to become sauce. It's time to flip our pork medallions. Here we go. I think I need to turn down my flame. My pork tenderloins are cooking beautifully, but I certainly don't want them to burn, so I'm turning it down from high to medium-low. While our pork tenderloin medallions are sizzling away, it's time to make our sauce. I've heated up this pan, and I'm cooking some pears, and now I'm taking everything that was in reserved from the marinade. So if you recall, it's shallots and garlic, sage, rosemary, and thyme. The parsley comes later. Olive oil, and we're just going to cook that a bit. And now we're going to add some liquid. We are going to add a little bit of, this happens to be beef bone broth, but you can use vegetable broth, you can use chicken broth, you can use water if it came down to it and you had to. I don't know why they make them so difficult to open. It's really not fair. Anyway, we're putting in a little bit of the broth. I'm going to turn this down a tiny bit. And we're going to add the alcohol. Now, I call this bourbon, but this is literally the cheapest whiskey available on the market. But it's still really good. I happen to have tried it. And I'm pouring in my whiskey. And I'm adding some honey. I like the non-filtered, but it really doesn't matter. You can also use brown sugar, agave, anything you want that just has a little bit of sweetness. I am such a big fan of the sweet and savory. It all started when I was 12, when my parents took me to Europe for 7 months, and I ate something in France called caille au raisin, which means quail with grapes. It changed my life forever, and from that moment on, I've woken up every morning of my life obsessing about what I'm going to cook. It had that much of an effect on me. So it's not an accident that I love cooking with fruit and a little bit of sweet with super savory and finding that balance. It's all about finding the balance. Oh my God. This is going to be so good. So our pear and whiskey and honey sauce is coagulating. It's coalescing. It's happening. It's going to be so amazing. And our beautiful pork medallions are really done. I've turned it to a super low flame just to keep them warm. So you know what that means. It's time to make the spinach. This is the easiest spinach you will ever make. I basically have 2 cups of spinach, which is enough for one person, maybe 2. You know, you kind of do 1.5 cups per person. And I'm squeezing some fresh lemon. Not too much, don't want to overpower it. I'm putting, let's say, 3 grinder rounds of salt. And then I'm doing 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And now you're not going to believe where it's going to go. This is going to shock you. It's going in the microwave. I am putting the spinach in the microwave for 90 seconds. 90 seconds and you have a side dish that's fresh and delicious and full of antioxidants and green, which you need. You're welcome. Spinach is ready. You could have almost held your breath. Let's take a look at it. Oh my God. Come on. That is beautiful and perfect and is a perfect accompaniment to our pork medallions. Now it's time to finish our sauce. When I was producing all the cooking segments on Late Night with David Letterman, I learned one thing. Every chef's trick to an amazing sauce is butter. So we're going to add some butter. I've got like 4 tablespoons, maybe 3. Doesn't matter. You just want a lot of butter. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at what is happening in my pan. We're ready to plate. That happened so quickly. I'm going to miss you guys when this is all over, but I'll see you again next week on Mad in the Kitchen. Anyway, I've decided to plate on this beautiful sort of platter thing. And in the corner, I'm putting a small bouquet. You know what it is. It's parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going over here, and I am going to take a spoon, and I'm going to take a pool of my sauce. Like just a swimming pool that my little baby pork medallions are going to lay in. That is, you could take a bath in that stuff. Now I'm going to take my tongs, and I'm going to find the perfect pork medallion. I found you. You're right here. Hello, little baby. I see you. And I'll do one more, just because, why not? So I've laid out my pork medallions, and now it's time to go in for some pears. I didn't want to put them first because they get lost literally in the sauce. Now I'm putting one pear over here with my herbs, and I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to put it here. Look how beautiful that is. Now I'm going to take a little sauce and put it on top of my baby medallion friends. I'm going to clean this up just a little because chefs are anal. We know that. And I'm going to add just a little bit of our beautiful, it's almost like wilted spinach, but it's going to go right there. And we're going to then take a little bit and put it right here. So it's almost like a pork medallion sandwich on a spinach bun. But the spinach is a good counter note to the sweetness of the sauce. And there you have it. It's ready for display. I'm going to have to go in and take a bite, but you can just admire the beauty of this finished product. And it's so simple that you guys can all do it too. The recipe will be on my site, as always. And I hope you enjoy. But right now, I'm going to enjoy. Now I'm going in for a bite. I'm getting a nice slice of pork, and a nice slice of pear, and a lot of the sauce. Oh my God! Sometimes I really impress myself. This is delicious. Make it. Send me pictures. I love when you do that. See you next time on Mad in the Kitchen. Oh my God! I totally forgot the parsley! There you go. You just sprinkle it on. It's the final garnish, and it allows you to sing the song. You know how it goes.